Hi, Recent Revelry, and today with some more MMORPG news about currently a completely new and out of the ballpark MMO called Bellatores, which has supposedly been in development for a while. Previously known under the name of Project N1 by the South Korean developer Nyou. This has sort of jumped onto my sort of bandwidth, seeing as I've just picked it up through some websites I've been looking at. But obviously, we've got Massively OB here today talking about it, saying that the mobile developer is now getting into the MMORPG scene with this game, which is going to be Unreal 5, which is probably the other big reveal of this, after it's had a cash injection of about 25 million USD. They've obviously there's very little information on the matter going forward, apart from the article which is on MMO Culture. Both these will be in the description below. MMO Culture seems to have the sort of more concisive argument, saying that once they've got this, it's been in development. Project N1, now known as Bellatores, and we're looking some at the graphical fidelity on these images is actually quite heavy, with the stylization of the game being a PvP-based game, which is sort of noted down below. Pursuing live action visuals, very strong point there. Elements of the game include survival, adventure, progression to large-scale PvP battles to achieve supremacy between continents, and it plans to release later this year. But we're guessing, as in they're guessing, that it's going to be a beta at most. Now, I'm just going to go dwell back on this image here and just sort of have a little bit of a chat into the grand scheme of things when it comes to these type of MMORPGs, because what they're trying to fundamentally try and sell themselves on is graphical fidelity and the type of gameplay, in sort of what we saw with the other video that I put out the other week. Tends to lean towards the style of gameplay with PvP as the end goal, and whether or not that is sort of going to be the focus, it's kind of strongly highlighted, but this is quite good graphics. I'm not going to say the Unreal 5 engine is coming out shortly, but I feel that they don't give Unity enough shtick for it. But I digress. The graphics look great. What I can gauge from this combat, it looks as if there's probably going to be player collision, given the fact that there appears to be certain players going up and down. If it's not going to have player collision, then we're going to be particularly weirded out by the fact it's a PvP game. And it seems to show a casual siege in action. Now, what I'm fundamentally concerned about is with any sort of Korean MMORPG that comes out again is whether or not its intended audience is going to be for the Western or Eastern market, because naturally if there is a more Eastern market sort of swing and it doesn't get the correct Western market translation, we end up with situations like what's happened in Lost Ark, and have priorities where the cash shop is sort of a priority. It's not even really bothered in a Korean aspect, but it is taken completely out of context in a Western MMORPG player market. And that is my concern, given the fact that it's obviously developed by a mobile games developer. Not that I'm going to suggest that you can't do things right. However, the level of graphical fidelity, etc., is something that I'm going to look forward to. But at the same time, the reason why I'm a bit skeptical about this is obviously UE5 is a sort of a new tool. We haven't got any further information on this game. Now, you can go online and you could search up Project N1 at around the time of this video, which is on the 6th of April 2022. There was very limited information about this. In fact, MMORPG, or Massively OP, actually quotes two articles. The one from MMO Culture that we got at the moment, and one back from MMO Culture back in 2019, wherein it's advised that the new studio has managed to grab $8 million in funding. But there doesn't appear to be that much out on there publicly about what this happens. It might be wrong. I could be completely wrong. It could all be in South Korean, and I might not be picking up this from an English Google search, but there's a very low sort of action or a lot of less hype generated for it than we might see. So if you are a fan on these sort of games where you can presumably going to have some linear just combat, potentially more like video, it does sound like it's going for that sort of development grind sort of thing. This might be an MMORPG for you, and it would be something to keep on your radar if you are potentially going to be pulling things forward in future. But other than that, that was pretty much just a little snip bite of what's going to be coming out. If you have any comments regarding the game, what do you think the game's going to be like, or any further information, please let me know and let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a lovely day and take care. Hi, it's Recent Revelry, and thank you for watching the video. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe because it really helps out the channel and it'll help me decide on what you guys want to do and what you want me to do and, you know, actually angle the channel towards what is going to come out. If you are interested in other videos, feel free to look down below, and if Reese has timed this right, it'll have the other videos there, or at least a playlist, or another video, maybe an icon. Other than that, take care. Hope to see you around.